Hello, welcome back. So now we will start light up this scene. So first of all, I will delete the lights which have been created in the previous videos. So select this and just I will delete. So now all the lights has been deleted, and also just I will organize properly. So in this outliner, you can see there are a lot of objects, 3D objects and decals. So just I will put them into one single folder. So let's say I will put all the decals into one single folder. So you can select everything and you can create the folder here. So let's say we'll call decals, and also now we'll put all the 3D models into one single group. So let's say we can, so you can identify the 3D models easily. So here you can see there is an brick symbol, so which are nothing but the 3D assets. So I will select all the 3D assets and just I will create a folder 3D assets. So just I will close this, and also I will delete the post process value. So we will create the new one. So now we have deleted all the lights. So in case if you want to see the scene, so you can go to this unlit mode. So you can see the scene here without lights. So first we'll create the post process volume. So in order to create that, we need to go to create, and there is an option visual effects and post process volume. So now the post process volume has been created. So we need to make some settings here. So if you select this option and if you go to like details, here you can search for infinite extend. So make sure we have to enable this. So if you are not enabling this option, so this post process volume will be affected only when the player enters into that region. So now if you want to affect this post process volume to entire level, then make sure we have to enable this option infinite extend. So I enable this. So now we will add a sky. So actually what the thing is, now if you go to this create option and if you go for light, here there is no option to create the sky. So this is skylight, so that the skylight is different and the sky is different. So what we need to do is, first of all, here in the settings in the content browser, so we have to enable this option called show engine content. So if you enable this option, now say it has been enabled this engine content. So we have to go to engine content. So now here we can search for sky. So if I type sky, so now here we got some of the folders. Now in this here we have to search for the blueprint. Actually this is a blueprint. So what we have to do is just we need to drag and drop onto the scene here. Okay, so we'll go to like lit once. So see, now it has been added the sky. So we can make some changes in the sky blueprint. So if you go to the details panel, and here there are some options. So for example, if you go here and there is an option like sun height. So if you increase the sun height, now it is going to change to daytime. And suppose if you go on increase, it will increase the brightness of the sky. And suppose if you decrease the value, then see, now it's going to be night. And see, now we got some stars. So it is pretty cool. So here we can change the sun height so that we can decide what kind of lighting you are going to create. So in this level we are going to create the daytime light. So here I will increase the sun height. So that's fine. Yeah, now it's okay. And now here there are some options like, see, you can like cloud speed. So you can see the clouds are moving, and now if you want to increase the speed, you can increase. So see, now the clouds are moving a little bit fast. So we can decide how much speed you want to move the clouds here. So defaultly I will put it to 1, so that's fine. And here there is an option like cloud opacity. So if you want to see more clouds, we can increase the opacity here. So see, now we can increase the cloud opacity. And if you want to decrease, you can just make it minus, so that, so it's up to you according to your requirement, how much opacity you want to create. You can just put the value here. And now we can hide this engine content. So I will just delete this. Now we'll go to the settings and just disable this option show engine content. And next we will create a directional light. So it's actually a sunlight. So now in order to create a directional light, we need to go to create lights, and there is an option like directional light. So we have to enable this. And now it has been created the sunlight coming from one direction. And now in order to change the directions of this light, we need to rotate this. So now see, if I rotate, we can change the directions of this light here. And also we can change this rotation. So what the thing is, whenever we create the directional light, we can decide from where the light has to fall, and opposite that it will create the shadows. So according to your requirement, you have to decide from where you want to create the sunlight. So in this cases, just I will adjust this properly, like that's fine. Now it's okay. So this is good. And also we'll have some settings for the directional light too. That means like if you go to this here settings, like intensity, so we can increase and decrease the intensity of the light. So for time being, I will put it to default. And here we can set the light color too. So at present it is in white color. So if you want to change, you can make it like some sort of blue or something. So it depends on what kind of environment you want to create. You can put this color here. So for time being, I will put it to default. So first we need to create all the lights, then laterly we'll make some settings. So next we will add skylight. In the earlier, I have explained about the skylight. So when you create the skylight, actually what the thing is, see here now, we got the very darker shadows here. Like if you go here now, we can see, we cannot see the ground. So what the thing is, when we create the skylight, so some of the lighting will bounce from the ground and again fall onto this area. So it will like make the shadows little bit lighter. So now we'll create the skylight. So see now, when I create the skylight, it will be affected. So in order to create that, we have to go to create lights, and there is an option like skylight. So whenever we create the skylight, see now we got some of the lighting over these darker shadows here. So it will look more natural. So see, if you disable this now, the shadows has become very darker and it's not looking natural here. So just I will enable this skylight. So now next we will add light mass importance volume. So actually what is the use of this light mass important volume is like we need to tell the engine where the light has to build. Means like we have to specify the area so that this will build the lighting only in the area of the light mass importance volume where we placed. And now in order to create that, we need to go to create, and there is an volumes, and there is an option light mass importance volume. So we need to click on this. So now see, it is also same like post processing volume. Like we need to specify the size of the light mass volume so that it will build only the lighting in that areas. So just I will scale it. So just I will make it scale. So make sure you have to cover total entire level. So no problem if you create a little bit more bigger than the level, that's fine. So just only the thing is just we need to cover entire level in this volume. So that's fine. So suppose if you want to scale with any specific values, you can come to this settings here and you can see there is an option like X and Y so that we can scale it very fastly. So that's it for this video. So see you in the next lesson.